Hi, I'm Randy, and today we're going to be making a paper rocket that we launch from a compressed air rocket launcher. So this should be exciting. We've got in front of us all the tools that we need. We'll need Scotch tape, a little bit of strapping tape. It's always good to have a pair of scissors on hand because some of the pieces may need to be cut out. And so I'll show you what the pattern looks like. The full-blown pattern fits on a legal size sheet of paper, and we've pre-printed Tualatin Hills logo on here, so it's a Tualatin Hills rocket that we'll be launching here. We have the rocket body, we've got the tail fins and the nose cone, and those you can cut them out on site, but I've already pre-cut mine out so we don't have to waste time showing my limited scissors ability today. So we'll first start with the rocket body. Now the launcher that we shoot from has the exact same width of PVC pipe on it, and so we want to make sure that the rocket fits snugly around this PVC pipe. So it requires an ample amount of tape. So let me get just a couple of pieces of tape ready here. This, fold it around. I don't want it like absolutely so tight that it won't come off, because it's got to be able to slide off fairly easily. So I put one piece of tape there just to kind of hold it in place, and then going down, just wrap that rocket around. Get it all around. Use my next piece of tape. Okay. Use a piece of tape here in the middle. Okay. So I've got my rocket body in place. We go through ample amount of tape. So I'm going to put a piece of tape down the entire seam of the body, so that can be securely in place, and then just fit that on there. Now my rocket slides off easy, it fits on snug. That's exactly the way you want it. So the next thing we're going to be putting on is the pressure cap for the nose cone. What that is we put a little topper on here that will hold the air in when we're pumping it up, so that it'll be able to withstand the release of the compressed air, so it'll launch up. So what you have is on your paper, you've got a little teeny round circle that says pressure cap. So we'll take that on. Just slide that up to the top, put it on, just put a piece of tape down one side. You can see the little cap up there. Put a piece of tape down the other side. Now, I'm telling you from experience, this little paper pressure cap will not hold the pressure. So what you need is a penny, just a regular ordinary penny, and we're going to put that on top of the pressure cap. And that's what will allow the pressure to stay inside. I'm going to get a little bit bigger piece of tape, go over the penny and down both sides, then do another piece of tape going the other way, down both sides of the rocket, like that. Now we have our pressure cap on. Now the next thing we're going to work on is the nose cone. The nose cone is the piece that gives people the hardest problem. Here's a cutout nose cone, and I cannot say I'm a nose cone expert, but I'll do my best. Think of it as an upside down ice cream cone is what we're making. So we just roll this in place, and it's got a little line on the side of it. You'll see a little line. That's pretty much what you roll it to get your pointy nose cone. And you just kind of have to work with it a little bit. It's not always intuitive, but you want it to fit just on the top of your rocket. So I'm going to get a piece of tape ready. I think I've got it kind of folded into the right position. This again. Paper down. I've got my nose cone fold there. Put a piece of tape on to hold it in place. Put a piece of tape on my point to hold that in place. Now my nose cone is made. You'll see there's a couple of little flaps on here. If you fold it about right, they're equally spread around. So you can put that over the top of your pressure cap and penny and use a couple of pieces of tape to hold it in place. I'll put it on. Fold my first flap down, put a piece of tape on to hold it. And then what I'm going to do is kind of stand up to make sure it's somewhat straight. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you want your rocket to fly up straight, then the straighter the better. And get that into place with another piece of tape. That seems to be in pretty good shape. So the next thing I'm going to do is put kind of a pressure seal on the whole rocket body itself. For that, we're going to use strapping tape. So you kind of guess about how much strapping tape you're going to need. You start at the very top of the nose cone and have it go down one complete side. Then you wrap it around like that, wrap it around one side of the top, wrap it around the other side of the top so it goes all the way around. Now you've got one side of your rocket completely encased in tape, and you want to do that for the other side of your rocket. So you get a long piece of strapping tape out, and eyeball it and measure it. This will cover the other half of your rocket. Put it on the same way, you line it up, then you tape around the base of your rocket. Just work your way up so that that's got a good seal on the tape around the nose cone, doing one side first and then finishing off the other side so that it's nice, pointy and rigid. Still slides easy on the PVC pipe, so that looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Next thing we're going to be doing is assembling the fins. The fins, we give everybody 4 fins. Losing the pin on the ground. And you can do colorful fins. So I'm going to do a red and green and blue fin. The fins have little marks on them. And so what you'll want to do is you just fold the fins in half. So there's my first fold in half. And then the fins have a little teeny dotted line on the outside of those. You're going to fold that dotted line up, kind of like you're making a mini paper airplane. So fold one up, and then fold the other one up to match it. So now you've got your fin with the 2 folds on it. And then what I always do, because it's got to be a little bit aerodynamic, just at a 45-degree angle, I cut that top of the fin off so that it does look like an airplane. So you can see that? That's the top of your fin. Now you're going to use a little bit of tape to attach this to your rocket. So I'll just get another couple of pieces out here so that we can attach it to the rocket. So I'll put my first fin on. I'm going to use 3 fins and just try to equally space them around the bottom. So I want to line it up with the bottom so that it's equal to or parallel with the bottom of the rocket. So I just put the fin on, and I'm going to put my tape on the fin first, and then I kind of put the fin and line it up to where I think it looks like it's a good place for it to go. And press the tape down. So I've pressed the tape down on the fin so it's roughly in place. Now with these other pieces of tape, I'm just going to secure the fin to the rocket so it looks like a fin. So I've got the top of it secured. I'll use these two pieces of tape to secure the bottom of the fin to the other side of the bottom. And ta-da! My first fin is attached. So I do that 3 more times. But because it shoots off with such velocity, you want to make sure that it's completely sealed in tape. So I'm going to take a longer piece of tape and run up the entire length of the fin where it attaches to the rocket. I run that up the entire length of the fin. Run one up the other side. Seal that down. Now the fin, because we folded it in half, has a little air opening there which will catch the air and will blow apart. So I'm going to take a little piece of tape and put over the top of that so the air doesn't get down in that fin and just automatically tear it off. So I've just folded that over. There's a little bit of excess that sticks out. I'll just cut that off. There. My first fin looks like it's in pretty good shape. My penny's on. There's not any really loose tape pieces to catch air. So, ta-da! There's my rocket, and now we're ready to launch it. So let's go launch it. We release the air and launch the rocket up. So it takes about 20 pumps to get enough pressure to fire the rocket. Just pump it up here. I usually like to pump it up to about 50 or 60 psi. And since this is the first time we're doing it live, we'll see how much we go. So I've got pressure in. Give a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Away it goes. There it is. It's out in the field about 100 feet away from us. So I'll go retrieve that. That's rocket launching.